Welcome to the Joy and Success Show with Barbara Lorraine, Jeanette Joy Fisher, and friends for inspiration, information, and motivation.
Thank you for joining us, where we share information, inspiration, and motivation from guests with great ideas to help you have more joy and success in your business and your life. Today, I'm here with my success partner, Barbara Lorraine. I'm Jeanette Joy Fisher with Joy Publicity, and Barbara is the small business queen. Barbara, would you like to say hello?
Thank you, Joy. I'm Barbara Lorraine. I'm known as the small business queen because I help people start a business, grow a business that they already have, or even start a side business so that they can make more money. And everybody knows that makes for a more joyous life. We have a great guest with us today. He is going to share some great information with us. He's somebody that you're going to want to learn more about. And it's Hugh Ballou. So let me turn it over to you now, Hugh.
Hi there. And you asked me just to say a little bit about myself. I've spent the last 31 plus years working with social entrepreneurs. They're building out a business, they're building out a charity, or they're building out some substantial program. And I find that people are missing the very skill that will take them to the profit that's going to support their lifestyle and help them fully achieve their mission. So I help people find that missing power within. We want to call it leadership. It's the integration of, well, your idea, that's your strategy. How do you take it into the performance, the results mode? So over the last 31 years, I have figured where entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs go wrong, and I've created turning points so that we can stay on track and not take the fork of the road that's going to put you in the ditch. So I have programs, services, and I love working with people that have great ideas that improve the quality of life for others.
Great. And we love you being here with us today so that we can get your great ideas, Hugh. So what's your tip number one for our audience?
Tip number one is, if you want to transform an idea into reality, be clear about the strategy. It's the framework. I call it a solution map. Where do you want to be? Define the future, and then come backwards. Create the process to get there. If you want to be successful, you need to lay down the railroad tracks from where you are to where you want to be, and then you need to share it with people who can help you get there.
That's great that you're doing that, Hugh, especially with social entrepreneurs, because they're really going to make a difference, not just with their products and services, but with their heart, and you help them on that path. So I love what you're doing. Can't wait to hear tip number two.
Tip number two, don't do it by yourself and don't do it all alone. Today's world, we surround ourselves with competent people. Now, you've built a strategy of where you're going to go. Part of your strategy is the competencies. What are the skills? So you recruit for skills, and then you define the culture. Part of your strategy is, what is the culture like? How do we make decisions based on being a social entrepreneur and based on providing value? So we don't want to do it all ourselves, because if we're burned out and we work all the time, we don't have quality of life, and we're not really good at what we're doing because we're burned out all the time. So tip number two is, do not do it all by yourself.
Get help.
Share your information, find really good people, and let them play.
Okay, so tip number one is to have that solution strategy map. Number two, get help. You can't do it all on your own. What's tip number three?
Tip number three, if you're going to transform an idea, you're going to transform an enterprise, a nonprofit or a business, start by transforming yourself. And okay, if you were independently wealthy, you wouldn't have to do that unless you wanted to be better at what you do. When I go to high-level seminars and trainings, the most successful people are on the front row. They're the people driving the Mercedes and the Rolls Royces. They're on the front row because they know there's more to learn. It's the people who aren't there or on the back row on their cell phone driving the Chevrolet that's cracked and dented that are on the back row and aren't paying attention. So the third rule is transform yourself first. And so if you've got the strategy, you know where you got to work, you got the team, you know how you need to create this culture of leadership. So always work on yourself.
That's a great, great idea. And I wonder, in your experience, Hugh, I would imagine that communicates to other people on the team and in the company that, hey, the CEO, our leader, is working on himself. We need to do the same. It's not that the team is thought of as less than. No, everybody is working to transform, to be the best that they can be.
I work with successful mid-cap size corporations, and I had two in the last few weeks where that was the case. There was 40 people in a room or 30 people in a room. The CEO was around the table. The president was around the table. They were there learning with everybody else, and they were modeling focused leadership development. So you're exactly right.
Yeah, that training isn't, oh boy, taking me away from my work. I have to sit in this training. No, it's something that the leader models, that this is important, that we're going to grow from each of us from the inside. Love, love, love what you're doing. And I want to mention that, you know, I do a lot of work now with people who are growing their business, and you and I need to talk more offline, because I have a feeling we can really complement each other with the stuff that I'm doing and what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So we would like to hear about your gift, which people will be able to get by going to Joy Radio Network. And so tell us about your gift.
So if they email that and ask for the sustainability gift, and so my gift is I've isolated and identified the key missing components that keep people from being as successful as they want to be. So my gift is a report that I've done about those elements of success. It's working on yourself, but it's working on these things that I've talked about. So it's like a 15-page report, and in there there's lots of things. And when they ask for that, they'll not only get the report, but they'll get a series of leadership videos, me teaching some of those leadership principles. And so that all comes to people, and there's a survey, and you know, they can work now to improve their skills. You don't have to wait till later. You can do something now. And what you just demonstrated, Barbara, you said, hey, we can work together. So we don't work alone. I'm all over that.
Right. Good. Well, good stuff. I knew that you were going to be awesome. I love that you made it very concise and very full of value for people in this short period of time. What's your website so that people can get more from you?
My website is my name, Hugh, H-U-G-H, Ballou, B-A-L-L-O-U, HughBallou.com. A couple of videos, couple of programs, but it's all about me, HughBallou.com.
Which is then all about them.
Absolutely.
When they come to you to get more for themselves. And what is it that you often say when I see you at a meeting about your name?
I'm president of My Name is a Poem Club. It rhymes. You haven't heard that one, have you?
Well, I haven't heard that one, but I have heard you say, after all, your hug is in your name. So
that's
hugs and kisses to you right now from across the internet. And Joy, do you have anything that you would like to say to Hugh while he's with us here?
Of course, I always enjoy being with you. Thank you so much. You always inspire and motivate me. And this was great information. So this has been a really great session for us. I really appreciate you joining us today, and I appreciate our audience. And we hope that we have given you a lot of inspiration, motivation, and information to take with you to put more joy and success in your life.
The pleasure was all mine.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for joining us for the Joy and Success Show. Visit the website, joyradionetwork.com. Tune in, sign up, and get free gifts. Joy has a valuable gift for you. Barbara has a valuable gift for you. Each of our interview guests have a gift for you, all free at joyradionetwork.com. Until next time, we wish you joy and success.